How are you called to give expression to soul play? Can you live your gifts in celebration holidays? Follow your child, they always know the way to play. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Welcome in, friends. Welcome into the Soul Playhouse. It is the last week of 2025. The last 2 days, I was down at Hedge Creek Falls again towards the end of the day. And after a lot of rain, the falls were just like, right? And I just got back from the lake where I got some more branches. So some weeks ago, I got branches that were had fallen down at the lake, and have used those for my little Christmas trees. Well, because I often walk late in the day for sunset colors, most of the branches I got were kind of old, and so they're already like falling down, right? So I saw today, after all the rain, there were some great branches. And so I wanted to just take a moment to speak to how we let go of the old and we bring in the new. Yeah, that's what we do. And this time of year, when the calendar is changing into a new year, we're really aware of that. And sometimes we're letting go of things that are only a few weeks old. It was just a short season. And sometimes it's a longer season. And sometimes it's a lifetime of seasons that change when our people are on the other side, or when relationships have ended, and so traditions change. And so in this turning of the wheel, this turning of the calendar time, this last week of 2025 for Soul Playhouse, I'm going to go back and look at what we've done. We started on Lammas the first Saturday in August, on the 2nd of August. And I've come every Saturday with an offering. And I've been learning and sifting and growing, and I'm still kind of deciphering how to go forward with Soul Playhouse, as well as to get back into service of the different aspects of the programs that I do in the Leaping Literacy Library for children and for families, as well as Soul Playhouse, which is for adult, playful children. And so, as we sift and sort and release the old and bring in the new, what is calling you, friend? What is calling you to let go of? What is calling you to renew? So welcome in, friend. I am so glad you're here. Last Sunday was the winter solstice. I had an open playhouse and some friends came to play. And we also did a beautiful candle lighting circle. Friend, you and I are going to do a candle lighting circle this week as we wrap up this year of 2025 and look forward into 2026. I did want to share, though, this was a Christmas where I was home alone. What? I don't think I've ever had a Christmas alone. I've always been with family. And my Jeremiah, who is traveling, was in Indonesia. He actually got to Thailand today. But he called me on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. He was reflecting this was his first Christmas without being with me, without being with family. So it was a different kind of a year. I'm happy to say I wasn't sad. I wasn't sitting around crying or anything like that. I was enjoying the gifts of the season, including the first snow. Christmas Day, first snow. For my first snow in Mount Shasta. It's finally starting to stick a little bit. It's been super wet, a lot of rain. And I'm doing my cold plunge. Putting my feet on the Sacred Mother and taking the phone out of the snow. Yes. So after all the rain, the snow made a bit of a dusting around, but as you can see, the mountain got plenty of snow. When I woke up this morning, there she was, bam! She looked so ginormous in her white coat. Yeah, and Giraffe beckoning me to get up and stand tall in my truth with the last of the Christmas cactus blossoms. We looked at our Christmas cactus in the circle a few weeks ago, month ago, and she was the last one. This one was the last one. So it's been a beautiful season of continued blossoms with the Christmas cactus, but also within me. Oh, friends, here we are, the last Saturday in December, the last Saturday of 2025. A great time to look back and to look ahead with the eyes of our heart, with the eyes of compassion, with the eyes of understanding, and with the eyes of appreciation and celebration. Yeah. So I set an intention to be here every Saturday from the first Saturday in August on Lammas. And so I did it. Setting intentions is a good thing. When we can align our intention with our heart and soul, our spirit, our highest callings, that is a great way to go through this life. And intention is a powerful, powerful tool. We're going to light our first candle for spirit. Yes, when I use the word soul, I'm referring to spirit. And we all have a spirit. We all have a soul journey in coming into these bodies. And so I ask you, friend, what does your spirit want to say to you in this moment? Or perhaps in the coming moments, you can leave more awareness and space open to hear from your spirit. So an important way that we have been listening to spirit here at the Soul Playhouse is through play. Did you know that the vibration of play and pray measures the same? Play is a very powerful, powerful way that we can go through this life. And so let us light a candle for play. Here at the Soul Playhouse, we have had many, many ways that we play. We've had calls every week. Hello? Yes, Giraffe is calling in the circle. What's up, Giraffe? I can't hear anything. Oh, you're humming. Oh, okay, thanks. So Giraffe. Yeah, Giraffe doesn't really talk a lot. They have like a few little grunting sounds that they will make sometimes. But the thing that they do at night is they hum. And it's a really low frequency that humans can't often hear. But feature creature teacher Giraffe is telling us to hum. Yeah, because humming resets our nervous system through the vagus nerve. And in that solar plexus area, we can bring ourselves more calm by humming. Okay, I'm going to hum a tune and you see if you can name that tune. Did you guess? Twinkle, twinkle? ABC, Baba Black Sheep, all of the above. Same tune. Hello? Ghost is calling. Ooh. Yeah. Are there really ghosts? Are you really true? Oh. Ghost is a word that's used for spirit presence. And spirit presence is very true. Wow. Okay, Ghost, did you have any other message for us? Oh. Yes, I will pass that along. Thank you, Ghost. Love you. Ghost wanted me to tell us all that no matter if it's a ghost, a spirit, or anything else that comes along in this world that scares you, you can say boo. All right, friend, think of something that scares you. Why not? Think of something that scares you. We all have something. All right, think of something that scares you. And then let's give it a boo. Boo! Hello? Forgiveness is calling? Wow. Well, yeah, we were just spending some time with Crow. Yeah, Crow does have a few behaviors that aren't very forgiving, right? Yeah. Well, what else about you? Forgiveness is saying that gratitude and appreciation need her sometimes. Forgiveness, right? Did I get that right? Yes. Okay. All right. We will spend some time with you, forgiveness. You are an amazing tool. Thank you. We love you. Forgiveness. Yeah, friends. So often, what holds us back from feeling deeply grateful and appreciative of our lives and our relationships can be the pain that is hard to forgive sometimes. And you know who's often the hardest person to forgive of all? That's right, ourselves. Look, it is rhodolite. Rhodolite is called the forgiveness stone. Yes, forgiveness stone. All right, well, let's do some rock talk with rhodolite then. Let's spend some time with forgiveness. Okay, pick a number 1, 2, 3. All right, whatever number popped into your head first, 1, 2, 3, that will be an area where you are invited to go first with your forgiveness. So number 1 is yourself. Forgive yourself. Number 2 would be some loved one in your family. And number 3 would be the broader perspective of community, maybe a particular elected official or something like that you might need to forgive. All right. So rhodolite, you are a beautiful stone, and you are, you've got beautiful pink hues. We have our beautiful pink heart here. And yeah, we do forgiveness to free our hearts. Yeah, we do. So I've got a little timer here. And let's go into our hearts. Take this energy of the rhodolite, take the energy of forgiveness, and let's spend some time with rhodolite and with our hearts and with forgiveness. Yes. And sometimes those calls and that Think Pink Circle had little games that we could play, little guessing games, as a way to tap into more of our higher guidance in a playful way. Sometimes we use oracle cards. Sometimes we tapped into the Leaping Literacy Library. There are many, many ways to play and many, many ways to hear our spirit and our guidance. What are some ways that your inner child, your playful self, would like you to engage in the coming days? Are there new ways or old ways that you can play? We light our 3rd candle for nature. Our beautiful sacred Mother Earth is so full of beauty. What are some ways that you connect with Mother Nature? Maybe you take a walk. Maybe you catch a sunrise or a sunset. Maybe you, like I, have lots of nature around the house. Maybe you, like I, have stones, rocks, gems. Every week we had some rock talk during our Soul Playhouse time together. Live inside of you and perhaps have something to say to your heart right now. Yeah, let's listen. It's always good to talk to a rock and to listen. We also did a nature field trip every week, and there's so much beautiful nature to take in. I did a compilation from some of the gorgeous spots that are right around me here in Mount Shasta. So let's take some nature time now. Are there any special ways that nature is speaking to you right now? You can keep listening. We're going to light our fourth candle for home, the house in Playhouse. I have been inviting you into my home. And there's lots of ways that I play with spirit in the home. And so I've been sharing some of those ways with you, like with food. Oh, I was getting far along and the cucumbers called to me from the drawer that I didn't check in the fridge. Cucumbers add a lot to this. This is going to be a great batch. So yeah, you just keep ninja-ing down and down and down, and and a whole lot of green stuff gets really concentrated, and it is so good for the cells. Every little cell in me is happy. Okay, this is turning out to be quite a batch, and so I'm going to put some in these jars and finish off some more kale and cucumber and spinach. So before I do the final spin, let's give it a little taste. I'm telling you, makes your cells so happy. Plenty of cayenne. I could maybe do a titch more vinegar in the final spin. But yeah, this is some green goddess goodness right here, friends. These blackberries. So as I shared in an earlier one this summer, blackberries grow everywhere around here. And so there was a blackberry bounty that I availed myself of. And I have a nice big container of them in the freezer that I can tap into. But these, I went out yesterday morning for that Sisson Meadow sunrise. Oh, that was so glorious. And I found these blackberries. So I picked them and said, thank you, I love you, thank you, I love you, thank you, I love you. I had some in a bowl of cereal with some walnuts, and they were really sour. I don't know why, because they're pretty squishy, but that's all right. They're going to make wonderful waffles. Thank you, blackberries. Thank you, Mount Shasta. Thank you, Circle of Life. Thank you, Ancestor Circle. And thank you, Abundance, Abundance, Abundance. Look at this. Yes, blessed. And also with altars, like the altars I wear around my neck, or the crafting projects, especially like that I wear, like these clothes, like this wonderful sweater that was an Afghan lap blanket not long ago. Yay. So what are some ways that playful you, spiritual you, creates around your house? Well, of course, a big part of your home is most likely some family or pets that you live with. In my case, I like to do music, and I did have some surprised guests that came along doing music with me. And so I am going to light a candle for song, for music, and ask you the question that who or what makes your heart sing? And just as we have a nature field trip every week, we also have a song of the week, and many weeks there were more than one song. And so I did do a compilation of some favorite song moments, and those did include singing with others. So let's take some musical moments now from our Soul Play first season. We all live in a circle. We are one. We are one. Life goes round in a circle. It's never done. It's never done. All right here because we are one in the circle. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender depression, Deny the suppression, whisper my confession, shout out my questions. I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. I surrender the doubt, call it out. What you want, doubt what you about. I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. Standing on the mountaintop, in the circle of time, heartbeats of my ancestors are beating with mine, and the heartbeats of the children who will be here soon. We are all one heartbeat in the sacred mother's womb. I've got that music, music, music down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I've got that music, music, music down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. Got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. Beauty. Beautiful song! Yay! Yay! Hooray! Souls are out to play. Dim bones, dim bones, dim bones. Bones high and low, connected with everything we know. What we eat lives inside dim bones. What we think lives inside dim bones. What we say lives inside dim bones. What we feel lives inside dim bones. Dim bones, dim bones, dim bones. Our DNA and our ancestors live inside dim bones. Our soul essence, who we truly be, lives inside them bones, them bones, them bones, them bones. Release like a leaf from a tree, gently floating into Creator's mystery of divinities, immortality. Be free, be free. Thank you for helping him on his way. If he asks for me, tell him I've gone to the mountain to pray. Fill his heart, free his wings. Tell him we love him and his song will sing. His stories will tell. Fare thee well, fare thee well. Journey on. You are well received in the great beyond. What I really want you to experience is just his beautiful energy, his beautiful voice, the passion, his heart. And that is certainly a family tradition that I cherish. Thank you, Jacob. Let's hear him now.
Daddy, I've been trying, I just can't get your break. It's too much in this world, can't seem to shake. But I remember your words, Lord, they bring me chill. Keep your nose on the ground, it's hard now it feels. The sun's gonna rise tomorrow, somewhere on the east side of sorrow. Don't give it a reason to follow. Let it be, then let it go. Let it be, then let it go.
I wrote this song for my beloved son, Jeremiah. Wrote it a few weeks ago. He has been traveling Asia for many months now. And so I just wanted to reach out with this song, reminding him he's always home wherever he roams. Fly high. As you travel this world alone, may you always know that you are home. The gifts you have to give are in the life you live. Breath by breath, step by step, you gift this world your yes. Fly high, my beloved child. Brave, bold, free, and wild. Tethered to Great Spirit and your soul. You are home, and you are home wherever you roam. You are my abundant blessings, friend. I appreciate you. I appreciate me. Appreciation is a celebration that sets me free. I look around, so much you can't be found. So I communicate. I appreciate with my blessings around. I am grateful, I am full of gratitude. I give great thanks for my life. Yes, sharing our lives with others, people, pets, whoever lights up your heart, whoever makes your heart sing. That is a part of our lives, sometimes a huge part of our lives. Since coming here and just a lot of different reasons of how my life has been moving over the last couple of years, I spend a lot of time with the ancestors. And so our Soul Playhouse time was full of ancestor connection. What it is to be the hands and feet of our ancestors. So once people are on the other side, there is often unfinished business that needs to be taken care of. The logistics may be very different in any situation and any relationship. Sometimes I feel the need to express words or love to other loved ones, like from my parents or other ancestors on the other side that maybe wanted to express more love for those that are on this side. And so there's always that opportunity to be the voice for the ancestors as well as the hands and the feet. Who fills your heart and time, your calendar, your thoughts, your actions? Yeah, it's good to look at the people in your life, whether they be in your home, whether they be on the other side like the ancestors, or whoever plays out in your world. This also comes into events and just times on the calendar. And so some of our soul play time this season has been around some of the great nature times. We began on Lammas and we did something for equinox and solstice. And I shared some of the events that I did here in town or at the house. So again, I just ask you how your calendar flows. My word is calendarize. It's a combination of prioritize and calendar. How does your calendar prioritize? Yeah. So we're going to light this last candle for life, for the events of our life. I did a blog and a vlog for many, many, many years. And over the last few years, it's been a lot more kind of come and go, hit and miss. There was a number of years where I was there every Mindful Monday. And I realized that as I look at these Soul Playhouse offerings, that some of my blog and vlog landed here. Of course, some of the bigger things that happened this fall. My brother became an ancestor and I let go of a tooth. All along, I've been trying to listen to the guidance. I had been severely resistant to having the tooth pulled, but because of the nature of what had happened to that tooth more than 40 years ago with these little steel posts, my body wanted it out. And so I had to let it go. And the oral surgeon was amazing, and they do all this stuff. And then he's like, okay, is there anything else that you need, or you want to, anything before we, and I'm like, goodbye, tooth. I'm so sorry that I couldn't co-create a miracle. And so he and his assistant are kind of looking at each other. And then I said, and thank you. You too are my miracle now. You're the miracle now. I send out this imperfect vibration now for my brother and his journey. And mostly what I wanted to say too about the song was that it was greatly inspired this morning by a text thread that when Sister Friend Elaine weighed in, where Jim was at, where things were, each one of my siblings, my other brother and my two sisters, all weighed in and just made me picture all of us on this mountain. And so I want to share the mountain now. I'm hoping you can see it. It'll probably just be this big blast of light, but that's good too. And so just putting it out there. Hello, mountain. I love you. I see you. I do indeed love, love, love this mountain and always want to share her beauty. But in this moment now, I gather hands with my siblings. I gather hands with all of my brother's lifetime of friends, his beautiful children, his beautiful grandchildren, with people I never met, his co-workers that admired his work and were inspired with his work or learned from him at work. There's so many, many, many lives that each one of us touches. And I just imagine us all now standing on the mountain to pray, being with our wonderful ancestors, our wonderful parents. I choose to know their wonderfulness. Auntie and uncle, all the grandparents and great-grandparents, all the ancestors gathered to walk him home and to stand with us on the mountain to pray. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful part of this life to know that we live on in each other. And so it is. Thank you for being here, for being witness. And whatever part of you wants to stand on the mountain to pray. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So what aspects of your life are important, and how and where do you share them? And do you take these reflective moments to think about it? It's a great time of year to do it. Really, any time is a good time to do it. You can choose to do it every week if you want to, or daily. However it works for you. It's good to be reflective about our lives going forward and to make decisions from a place of awareness rather than reactivity. And so I had said to Spirit, yes, this is a calling that I hear you calling me to, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to show up. And I did. Yay. And now I'm at a place where I'm looking back. And some of these aspects of what I've shared in Soul Playhouse, maybe they don't belong. Maybe they don't serve you. And I do have to look at that. I mean, I've been here 5 months and I have 25 subscribers. I love you dearly. But, it's a thing. And there's aspects of YouTube that I don't like. They threw a commercial. I've seen commercials come into my my one video that got over 100 views of the really cool cloud, Mount Shasta magical cloud. Anyway, so I looked into it and I can't turn off monetization. I don't even see a tab for monetization. And what I read about it is you have to have like 1,000 subscribers, maybe 100. I don't know. I'm a long ways from any of it. So I have my own library. I have my own video library. I have my own space. And so while I've been doing Soul Playhouse, I haven't been creating the new content for the other aspects of my library that I want to for children and for families. So I could go into a lot of more deets, but you've heard enough. I do feel that I will continue to do something with Soul Playhouse. I'm just figuring it out. I'm figuring it out in terms of my time and energy. And really, I just keep opening up to Spirit as to who can I serve with this. So if you can make any comments, I would love to hear any feedback you have for me. And I'm always just so grateful that you're here. And as much as it's about me, I do want to make this about you. And so the questions that we asked about our spirit, about our interactions with our inner child, with nature, and with our home life, and with our friends and family and ancestors and calendar and just our lives, I hope that these questions, one or two at least, can help you integrate where you're going And as I figure out what's mine to do in terms of offering Soul Playhouse time and other aspects of the song I'm here to sing, the gifts I'm here to bring, I am ever grateful and delighted that you have shared any of it with me, any moment, and this moment, and any moment going forward. Ultimately, I want us all to look at our lives with love and appreciation and gratitude and awe and wonder. It is a wonder to be alive in these bodies. It is a wonder to co-create our existence. It's a wonder to hear from our inner child. It's a wonder to be with our sacred Mother Earth. It is a wonder to be alive, my friends. Yeah. So thank you for taking some contemplative time with me and some reflective time and some celebration time for the Soul Playhouse and for your house and for your soul. I do celebrate you, friend. I celebrate your willingness to be reflective. I celebrate your willingness to take a quiet time here away from the buzz of the world. Yeah. And I wish you all happiness. I wish you the very best of everything that your soul has come here to do. I celebrate you, friend, and I am so grateful for you. A very happy, prosperous 2026. May it have many moments of bliss, as well as wellness and goodness and happiness. Thank you, friend. Namaste.
The essence of your soul is